Hi, this is Jaron Hines with EOSLaunch. You guys know who I am. Let me grab my phone real quick so we don't go over time. So I'm going to try to keep this around 6 minutes. So let me set my timer. So basically tonight we're going to go over this website, all the blocks that were involved in building it, and just how easy it is. So cool, we're set for 6 minutes. Okay, so first off, this is website, EOSLaunch.app. We built this like 3 months ago, but I think it'll be easier for people to understand, if they actually see the graphics and how we use just simple HTML to mark this up. So first off, and I'll put it into a list. We'll make this a 3-part series. So creating an account, deploying a contract, and calling a contract are 3 different actual pieces. So tonight we're going to do create a contract or create an account. So once again, you can get all of these blocks from the GitHub. So you pull it down with Git Kraken, and then you can edit it in Visual Studio or whatever works best for you. So basically, what's going on here, and I built a real basic flowchart of exactly what this what EOSLaunch does. So first off, it spins up a key pair, and from that key pair, you're able to set up an EOS account. So I'm actually going to put in EOS account there, or actually account name. How about that? So the biggest difference in EOS is you actually get an account name instead of a series of numbers. Next, it's going to ping the Explorer to make sure that name isn't used somewhere else. And then lastly, it connects to either a testnet or a mainnet to actually register it. So I kind of did the user flow through here. So you're a new user. You spin up the key, both owner and active. You come up with a unique name, and you start pairing the keys to that EOS account. Then with the Explorer, it validates that it's unique, and then you deploy it live on the EOS mainnet. Lastly, so there's your issued owner and active keys, which you'll see. Each account name is 12 digits long, and there's parameters that has to stay within. The Explorer pings the mainnet to see if the account name has been taken, and lastly, it registers to the EOS blockchain. And I'll share this with you guys. So basically in the background, instead of looking through all this developer documentation, you're using Kleos just to spin up these keys. And I actually did this in the server here. So instead of going through all these different commands, so cd build programs. So who wants to sit in front of the terminal and do this all day? I mean, you can create aliases and make this a shortcut, but still, the people that I talk to, they don't want to mess with this. So what this is doing is when you do that command right there, it's spinning up a private and a public key. So this private key is appended to this public key, which will be appended to your account name. So as far as an account goes, we made it simple. So from a graphic user interface, first off, let's just select a testnet. And I'm actually just going to put in Jaron Ray Hind. So this is 12 characters. So generate the keys. So what that did there, so as you can see, is it generated the private and public keys for both the owner and the active, and there's hierarchy there. And you can actually regenerate them. So you would want to copy these. So what's the advantage of Blox? Instead of sitting in the command line and spinning this all up, let's just inspect and see what's happening here. So when we look at the markup, as you can see, hit find and just type Blox. And right here you can see we used Blox key pair, Blox paper. So that would be if you want to create to print to a paper wallet. Blox print, QR code, and actually I didn't even put these in there, but they're a piece there. So there's actually 8 different blocks being used in this one. I forgot to do that drop down. Let me go back. So the account, which got spun up, clipboard, which is just copying the HTML, so it can be inserted into the HTML markup. And lastly, the Explorer. 6 minutes goes by so fast, but since I had to grab my phone, we'll keep going. So the Explorer, the reason that it's put in here is because whenever we go out to the network, we have to make sure that this name isn't already taken. So as you can see, I think it'd be easiest to understand if I just select it right here. And you go back up, and you can see that it's using the Explorer. So this piece right here, because a lot of these names have already been registered. I don't know the exact amount of accounts registered at this point, but it's close to 300,000. So unique names are hard to figure out. So I'll actually populate a list of the different ones. Paper does have QR code and print into it, so you can print a hard wallet or a paper wallet, whatever. And then actually you could deploy this to the mainnet and register it. So the next session, we'll talk about deploying a contract. It uses different blocks, but let's get a grasp on this one. So ask me any questions in the comments. I'll put the links to everything, and then I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.